The Earth, our home, the place where life is linked, where every being has its place and only exists because of another, a fragile equilibrium that is being threatened. And it is us, representatives of the Homo sapiens, who have caused this threat. Mankind and their culture have transformed their surroundings. The effects of this transformation are already visible. The challenge we are currently facing is climate change, which will decisively impact coming generations, affecting our way of life. We are obligated to preserve our home, and this means safeguarding life, biological diversity. It also means protecting the varied living beings that come along with it, the result of billions of years of evolution. We are all part of the same thing. The future climate is a present challenge. This conviction led to the birth of LifeWatch, a European infrastructure to strengthen scientific knowledge about biodiversity and provide tools to help us better understand the impact that climate change is having on our surroundings. LifeWatch is a research infrastructure originated from its associated research community and included in the landmarks of the EU's European Strategy Forum on Research Infrastructures. It is led by Spain with headquarters in Seville, a place to coordinate and manage the preservation of life.
LifeWatch is a European science distributed infrastructure focused on how to measure the impact of global, particularly climate change issues on Earth biodiversity and ecosystem research. To face the complexity of this issue, LifeWatch is providing proper big data and virtual research environment services by taking benefit of its distributed ICT infrastructure nature and making them available to researchers, decision makers and citizens. Therefore, LifeWatch is a structuring tool for the European research area, also supporting policy decision-making, addressing societal challenges in tight collaboration with the European Open Science Club initiative, among others.
Belgium, Greece, Italy, the Netherlands, Slovenia, and observing countries participate along with Spain. In Spain, the Ministry of Economy, Industry and Competitiveness, through the State Secretariat for R&D&I, the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food and Environment, through the Guadalquivir River Basin Authority, and the Regional Government of Andalusia, support and coordinate the Spanish activities related with LifeWatch.
Despite covering relatively small territory, Slovenia is known by its climate, geographical and also biodiversity. The choice for LifeWatch as a research infrastructure of European importance, it was a natural one.
The Spanish government is contributing financially to the study of biodiversity and management of ecosystems, with the aim of boosting knowledge about the effects climate change has on biodiversity. It has a vision: halt desertification, the scarcity of water, or disappearance of land, marine and river species.
In the Netherlands, nature provides us with many things: clean water, genetic resources, food, areas for recreation. In order to preserve that, we need to understand nature better. And LifeWatch is essential for us as well as for the entire Europe, because it allows us to make better predictions and do better measures for the future.
LifeWatch is going to help to structure the scientific, technological and innovation communities related to the study of biodiversity and their connection to multiple environmental variables.
LifeWatch ERIC has been created to help the European Union to manage one of its major capitals, the capital of biodiversity resources. In Greece, we have developed a series of electronic services and virtual laboratories in order to help our scientists to test their hypotheses and create knowledge for the benefits of the society.
This infrastructure puts Europe at the forefront of global environmental research by developing virtual research environments devoted to assess the impact of human activities on biodiversity. It will be relevant for researchers, decision and policymakers, environmental managers and citizens. Seville will host the hub coordinating and managing its distributed ICT infrastructure and also its statutory seat. Its service center will be placed in Lecce, Italy, the scientific coordination of virtual laboratories in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and there will also be other national nodes and thematic centers in the rest of participating countries. LifeWatch will allow to better understand the impacts of climate change and as a result enable us to simulate new scenarios that will allow us to take knowledge-based decisions to minimize its consequences.
LifeWatch is a very relevant infrastructure for biodiversity and ecosystem science in Europe, offering unique facility to researchers to address almost every kind of challenging topic in its virtual research environment. For Italy, it's a unique infrastructure since we manage the service center, but we also manage a very high biodiversity in our country with a lot of people that are creating pressures.
The 21st century is the digital century, a new era where data networks, information, and knowledge are being developed to create a new communication science, supercomputing, and big data, which will allow us to better understand what is happening in order to collectively face the global challenges.
Belgium is a very small country, but with a very strong scientific community dealing with biodiversity. And our scientific community, to stay at the forefront of science, they need data that are shared on a common way, on a common standards, and that are shared at a pan-European level. And LifeWatch gives them this opportunity.
LifeWatch is much more than an infrastructure of scientists related to biology, agronomy, and the environment. It's an infrastructure for everyone, for life, and for the future. LifeWatch strives to become a new tool to fight problems associated with climate change. It's a new European initiative that will try to involve every country, because a global problem requires a global solution.